So in part two of our series on requisitions, we are going to take a look at a specific catalog and selecting some line items in that catalog to see what we can do with those. So let's jump back into Retrieve here. I'm going to Finance again, Requisition, and New, because that's what we're looking at. And this time I'm going to go ahead and instead of searching for something right away, I'll use the drop-down list here and look in a specific catalog here. So CDW typically has a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see what we got in there. All right, number of items all showing up. You can see here I can select a wish list if I already have one saved or go to a cart that I have saved. That's similar to the main page that we just started there, the launch page. But as I go down and look at these different items, if I knew I needed, I don't know, an ergonomic keyboard, and that's the one I wanted, I could either add it to a wish list or I could start up in the quantity. Maybe I need 3 of them in the office, and I could add to the cart right away. I can come to the bottom as well and just see how many pages of stuff there is. Right now, 10 items per page. And over on the far side, I can see that there are 43 items. So if I use the drop down here and I just bump it to 50, as things update, this of course gets a whole lot longer. And now we've got everything on one page. So depending on how you want to look at things, if it's loading slowly, you might want to keep it at 10 items per page and then start looking through and just seeing what is it in here that you actually need to order. So if I pick something here at random, maybe I needed a TV, I can click on that item and I can see exactly what's going on in terms of the last price update, when this was entered, what it's worth, stock ID, and I can go ahead and print that information if I need to show it to somebody maybe or keep it on record somewhere. I'm going to close that, and in that case I would just decide how many I needed and go ahead and either add it to a cart, or I'll show you right now, since I don't have any created, I will create a wish list, and I'll call this demo list. Since we're just doing videos here today, go ahead and create that list. Perfect, and now my TV, I want to add it to the demo list. Done. And it lets me know right here, successfully added the item to my demo wish list. Perfect. Means if I did come up to the top, of course, I'd now be able to select that demo list from the drop down. There's my item, and I could start adding it to my cart as quick, as often as I needed to. If this was the same TV I'm going to buy in September, and I need another one in December, I need another one near the end of the year, I don't know why I need so many TVs, then I'd be able to go ahead and find that quickly on my wish list and move that to my cart. Now, in terms of, let's see, getting back to where I was, I can go ahead and use my back button if I wanted to, but just to show that process again, I'm going to hit Finance real quick, Requisitions, New, Create. Hit my catalog, and I'll just jump back to CDW. So this time I'm going to use a search option here because it's searching by product name to start with. I'll again look for my TV and just hit enter, and nothing matched my selection. And I'm sure it's not about capitalization, so nothing again. Let's see, sorting by best match. Wow, sort is just going to change my actual sort options, but since it's not finding anything at all, I'll get rid of that. And let's just see if I were to refresh, I get everything back again. If I went down and I found my TV here, let's see, I had all the items up a moment ago. It did not remember that setting. It went back to the default of 10, so everything's back to where it was. But there's the TV I was looking at earlier, and I can see it's, well, I can't see here that it's on my demo list, but I know it's on that demo list I created. If I were to add this to the cart, I can click that blue button, add to cart, lets me know right here on that line item without going anywhere that there is now one in the cart. So I don't hit it again thinking that maybe I didn't do it. But if I scroll to the top, I also see a number 1 next to my little cart icon here. So if I want to ever investigate what is actually in my cart, I can of course click on that little cart icon and get to it that way. And there it is listed. With that listed, of course, I can hit the little pencil here to edit this item. and that's going to allow me to add a GL code to it. I can change the quantity if I decided, hey, I need 2 TVs. I can leave any comments in here that are going to be displayed on the purchase order if selected. And then some internal notes. These are just for yourselves. So we can do that. We can save that information. Of course, here it wants at least one GL distribution. I'm not worried about that right now. I just want to show you how I can add that, and I can make some of those changes. I can even leave comments, both internal notes or other comments, right here from this screen as well. So if I were to click on that, since there aren't any at the moment, I don't see anything. So let me come in here and just write, this is my internal notes. You can see how that's going to look. I'll save. Of course, again, it's telling me I need a GL. So let's do that. I'm going to add a GL. I'm going to use the search since I don't know any GL numbers anyway. And let's see, I could search by particular funds. Let's go with general and just hit search and see what pops up. Keep it really simple for now. There we go. Now, once our GL codes pop up, assuming you didn't know one, you could have typed one in, of course. I'm going to go with operating grants here. Since I'm not actually ordering anything, I'm not too worried about it. If I came in here later and decided, oops, that's the wrong GL, I need to change that, of course I can hit the delete option here and get rid of it, but this should at least allow me to save for right now. Oh, how many do I want? There's no split, so that's fine. I'll just leave that alone, and will you let me save now? There we go. All right, so it allowed me to save at that time, and here's what I was looking for. I get a dot on that little internal note, which means if I click on this, hopefully, yeah, okay, so clicking on it's not going to pop it up. I do need to actually hit that, or if I click the item itself, let's see, no, because that comment is the one that is the published comment that people are going to see. So if I go to the edit pencil again, I need to do that in order to see these internal notes, but the comments that are displayed on the purchase order, I can say my comment on the PO, save it. I see dots now on both, of course, and I even see my comment on the PO, and this is my internal notes. That is, that is my note that I wrote. But if I click the television this time, oh, it didn't come up that. Okay, did not actually add it to that description. Go ahead and hit close. At any time, I can trash this and remove it from my cart entirely, but I'll leave it right now for our demonstration. And in this, of course, we've landed in our shopping cart, which is the next document and video in our series. So I'll head right back out now, and of course we will jump into the shopping cart on the next video.